Welcome back. This part is about how I did my part and God did the rest. So, in this particular story, I do CrossFit. I did CrossFit. And I was trying really hard for like 6 months to get my ring muscle ups. So I was doing my progressions, and one day I went to the gym, and I wasn't even going to practice muscle ups. I was going to do like Olympic lifting or legs or something, and I was feeling really strong, and I decided, I'm going to try to do some bar muscle ups. So I do some bar muscle ups. I feel super strong, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to try for rings today because I think I got it. And like I kind of knew in my spirit that I was going to do rings. So I'm like, well, let me set up my phone to tape it because I don't want like if I don't have proof it didn't happen. So I went ahead, set up my phone, and then I did a ring muscle up, and I felt really strong. And I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and do a couple more. So I do some more muscle ups. And then this was in May 2023. And then I'm going on a cruise with my family. And so that I did muscle ups that one day, and then I go on the cruise. And I think like it should have been a morning. Like there's this rope course on the cruise, and it's the end of the day, the end of the last day of the cruise. And I'm like, oh, I wanted to try that. And so I make sure you're not supposed to wear like swim attire doing it. And so I make sure and have wet hair. So I make sure like, okay, like I'm gonna go get ready, do it. And I get to the front of the line, and all of a sudden it starts raining. And they're like, okay, it's closed. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to wait around because, the rain's going to stop and they're going to open the course really soon. And it was in the Caribbean cruise. And it stops and they open it up. And then I get back in line and get to the front again. And it starts raining again. And they're like, okay, we're closing it down again. But I really wanted to do this course. And I'm like, I'm going to stick around. And then this time I get to the front and I do it. And when I'm done, I go on like the water slide one more time. And then I go back to get ready for the evening. And when I'm getting ready that evening for dinner, like all of a sudden, like I can't lift my arm. Like it hurts to lift my arm, it hurts to do my hair. And so my mom helps do my hair that evening for me. But I'm in tears because there's this CrossFit competition coming up in August and in a couple months. And it was a big one where like they have skills like handstand walking and ring muscle ups. And I just got my ring muscle up and I really wanted to do it. And so, okay, I got my ring muscle up one day and I really wanted to do it. And so I was bummed because I really couldn't lift up my arm. And so I was in tears. And on my way home, when I get home, I remember hearing that song by Maverick City, "Fear is not my future, you are." And I just remember changing the lyrics to like, "Injury is not my future, you are, Lord. Like, it's not my story." And, I told God, look, listen, God, I really want to do this competition. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I'm better, but I need you to do the rest that I can't do. And so the following day I go to the chiropractor and like I'm able to now lift my arm up, and I'm telling the chiropractor, yeah, just the other day I heard it, like a day or two ago. And he's like, yeah, that's even strange. You're able, like if you can't lift it, now you're here. Like that's not normal for a strain. And so I'm doing mobility on my own.